Great for a Super Bowl hangover. Thank you.
Aw, Kevin.
I'm still hurting. Welcome to Attack of the Show. I'm Kevin Pereira. It's good to see
Yes, you are. And I'm Candace Bailey. We are coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
you. Giant show, folks. On today's program, comedians Key and Peele will be here live to give us the State of the Union on their new sketch comedy show.
Yes,
There's
they
an
will.
Obama impersonation, so the State of the... All right. Then we look forward to a better and safer tomorrow where the police can x-ray you while you walk down the street, huh? Learn all about
Jerks.
the joys of virtual frisking in the loop. We promise it'll scare the crap out of you.
Then your feet will be pleased when we reveal a controversial pair of kicks designed by Spike Lee on Sneakerhead. And we'll bring you 3 indie games, including 2D platformer Scary Girl, and a revamp of the classic game Choplifter, which was my favorite growing up.
Oh, Choplifter was so good.
Loved
you could
it.
murder
We
all
were
the
just
civilians
talking
and then
about
fly
that.
back to the base.
Murder them, Kevin. You don't murder them.
Well, you
save
could
them.
land on them quickly in the helicopter too, but I mean that's still essentially murder, right? I mean it's
I guess
an
so.
accident in the
Yeah.
game, but never got the high score on that one for some reason.
I
Never
don't
got
know
it.
why.
So fun. But there's news of brewing, everybody.
And Sarah Underwood will be your brewmeister.
Right. Hot out of the news oven, we've got fresh info on the likelihood of Apple releasing an iTV. Plus, the PlayStation Network is going bye-bye. All the details later in the feed. Back to you guys. Thank you, Sarah.
Make sure you get all your info off the PlayStation Network before it goes, and then everybody else's info too. It's all out there. It's not a problem. As I mentioned, the Super Bowl was in fact yesterday.
It was.
Did you enjoy the festivities? Did you hit a big party?
No,
Kager?
I had gone to Chicago to surprise my best friend for her 30th birthday, so I was at the airport going back, which wasn't as exciting.
you didn't catch the game, or?
I only saw the halftime show. I didn't catch the game at all. Because I got
the plane
to the
was in the
airport.
air, then you made an emergency stop in
yes,
Tulsa to see Madonna.
Yes, I was like, guys, I gotta see the halftime show.
Down this flight now.
Before I boarded, the halftime show was on, so I got to see that.
Oh, nice.
but-
So you saw Skeletor prance around in her fancy costumes, and then
What?
You saw Sela there.
That was horrible. Why
Oh.
is she doing a halftime show? She is way too old.
yeah, look. Here's
And
the
those
thing.
moves?
Well, wait for it.
What is this?
The
What is
assistant-
that? That's horrible.
That's an assisted camel kick. That's an advanced move. Like proper
And then she has
up.
pom-poms and like some gymnastics coaches had to flip her. I don't know. It just made me angry.
Like CeeLo doing cartwheels, that would be
amazing.
impressive.
That would be awesome.
Would be something to see. But Madonna doing it was just a little sad.
Yeah, but she wasn't even doing it. She had someone flipping her.
Call me old-fashioned. I like my musical performances to have somebody still performing music.
Yes, I
You know,
agree.
as much as fun as it is, hit play on the iPod and watch her prance around. I mean, come on. I don't need that.
I don't even know that it's fun for that.
Yeah, well, if you thought that was bad, the Puppy Bowl, normally that's my saving grace. I love those dogs.
Yeah.
I love the bowl cam. I love watching them lick the little water out of that thing. It gets me going. And normally their halftime show is so refreshing, but this year, a little on the disappointing side. Yeah, which had us thinking, how can we right this wrong? How can we do something better? And we actually got one of the greatest puppy rap groups of all time to perform.
Shut up.
So take this one, Puppy Bowl.
Bone
It's
Pugs in Harmony?
Bone
Oh
Pugs in
my God.
Harmony.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Bone Pugs and Harmony. Oh my, wow, there has been a wardrobe malfunction. Cut the feed. Cut it.
They were cute.
You don't have to pity clap that. We know. Oh, that was a bad idea. Just soup to nuts, bad idea. An expensively bad idea, too.
They were adorable.
3 pugs plus handlers, microphones. That was pricey. and one of the pugs would not lick its own genitals on command, so we had to boot him off the stage and get another one.
No, I thought they did something else to it.
Well, anyway. It's time now to turn our heads to the left and cough and inspect the web's baggage. I'm sorry, that was bad. That was
You
really
want to
bad.
go back and do it again?
What?
Turn the left and call?
No, the entire pug thing. That was bad.
I thought it was great. We're going around the net.
Let's do it.
3 guys dancing on a table.
Yeah, and then there's a girl in a bikini who totally ruins it.
Delicious.
I gotta say, if I were that picnic table, I would have committed suicide too.
Yeah, yeah. Why couldn't that have happened to Madonna during the halftime
Right?
show?
That would have made for
now
a
you got
good show.
Listen, there's nothing worse than having a bunch of doughy people dancing on top of you until you break. It's Friday night at Pereira's place. I know. This is how I know that. I got it.
And at number 4 today, another Old Spice ad.
Yeah, this time around, body spray pitchman Terry Crews throws himself into a new sport.
Power in a can. Power.
Oh my God!
If there's
So
any
good.
justice, Terry Crews will do the exact same move in Expendables 2.
Yes. Seriously, if we have to believe that Sylvester Stallone looks that ripped at age 65 naturally, then Terry Crews taking his head off and throwing it at someone is equally plausible. You know what I mean?
It's true. It's
You see, it looks like he's smuggling garden hoses in his collapsed veins. It's so weird looking.
Ew.
Well, it does.
Garden hoses?
That's what his arms look like.
Oh.
And it's not like he's curling. He's coming out of a Jamba Juice. He's got a razzmatazz with a boost in it, and his arms are just screaming.
It's funny. I'm laughing.
Oh, okay.
I think you're funny.
Well, but
I believe you. I
does
think
it
you're
look
funny.
natural or right or?
No,
Okay, that's all.
it just looks weird.
Thank you.
All right. It looks like garden hoses. And at number 3 today, an ad for a new Taiwanese tablet dubbed the Action Pad.
Oh, the old Action Pad. The manufacturers chose a pretty poor spokesperson. I got to be honest. You'll see.
为大家介绍新时代的平板电脑 ，It's amazing Pad， 还需要什么？优秀的语文能力，我认为就是它 ，Action Pad。平板电脑内建莱斯康电子字典，一台抵2台的 Action Pad。Thank God， 终于可以换个 Pad One。我
That's horrible.
Shh. Let's. Shh.
What was that?
If you listen carefully, you can hear him rolling over in the grave.
If Apple factories are inhumane, can you imagine what Apple knockoff factories are like?
Oh my God. A tablet's probably made in an animal testing facility by sad, teeny tiny kittens.
Oh, not
Their
kidding.
little paws are just rubbed, all callous from polishing the screens.
Oh, stop it, stop
Oh
it.
no!
Stop
And they probably
it.
have lipstick and shampoo all over them because
Kevin!
just to combine things, they're going to test everything they can on those animals at the same time.
Stop
You know what I mean?
it. No. Stop.
Okay.
That's sad. And at number 2 today, we've seen some pretty horrible rap videos from the 80s on this show.
Yes, but very few of them incorporate martial arts. So here is an uncomfortably upbeat 1986 video for
The Karate Rep.
I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast, but I've trained karate from coast to coast. I've done the kung fu, the shoan-ryu, I even did a little jujitsu. Karate, train your body.
Well, I've trained karate around the world. I'm known all over as Karate Girl. I'm witty, I'm pretty, got the female smarts. So listen to our rap about the martial arts. Karate, train your body.
Got a karate life with my karate wife. 2 karate kids in our karate home, a karate dog. He's got a karate bone.
We got a parakeet, he's a karate bird. When he chirps a tweet, around the block he's heard.
Karate. Train your body.
Come on, everybody train karate.
Karate, train your body. I train in my car. I'm a ninja.
I'm a ninja.
Karate wife, a karate life.
The worst part about that is the woman, whatever she says, and then she's trying to be all sexy, and she goes, it's like the least sexy look
She got a black
ever.
belt around her neck. That's karate sexy.
Ew, not sexy.
If that guy's karate is as good as his rapping, then he was probably mugged to death years ago. Let's just be honest.
Oh, Mug to Death is the name of my favorite Steven Seagal film.
You like Mug to Death?
Yeah. It's right up there with Steven Seagal saves a boat and Steven Seagal punches a Jamaican.
Both great Seagal films.
Really good, right?
Yeah. Speaking of great movies, still ahead, Captain America gets an ultra-violent remake.
The Stars and Stripes run with blood in our number one ATM.
You like Steven Seagal punches a Jamaican?
Oh, yeah.
Let us do that. Lego is adding Marvel and DC superhero toys later this year. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's okay to be excited for that, but one ambitious creator got a head start and made a phenomenal short film starring the first Avenger.
Dare we say that we enjoyed it more than last year's big screen Captain America movie?
Yeah, we do. We do.
We do.
Yeah.
Way better acting. But it's weird to see Legos covered in blood.
Well,
That grosses me out.
Yeah, I guess you never ate them and then passed them as a kid, which is. It happens.
Wow.
Was that, well, I did Legos wrong at first. I'm sorry.
Ew.
It's all like my parents gave me a bucket of them. There was no manual.
Want your look to match your game? Search no further than these athlete-inspired sneaks. Adidas has just released the Adizero Rose 2.5. Inspired by Chicago Bulls MVP Derrick Rose, these sneaks are the fourth installment of the point guard's mid-cut signature shoes. But it's the high-tech build that makes these high tops a game changer. The shoes use Sprint Frame and Sprint Web technology to cut weight, add support, and maximize motion control. And science meets style in the design. The toe box features a Google Earth view of Derrick's Inglewood roots and is stamped with his jersey number. Rose is marked on the tongue, and 3 stripes brand the heel, emphasizing his on-court speed.
This is the last thing you see when I'm going past you.
Think you've got game? Then grab a pair of these sneaks at Foot Locker stores, Eastbay, or Adidas online for $110. For those of you Air Jordan lovers, get excited because you might like these. Just 2 days ago, Jordan Brand released its latest design, dubbed the Jordan Spizike Bordeaux. Filmmaker Spike Lee designed the shoes and set off some serious hype after posting a picture of himself gifting a pair to the president on his Twitter. But when pictures of the sneakers were released a few weeks ago, the response was mixed. Sneakerhead sites like Hypebeast, Soul Collector, and Sneaker News showed some negative reviews and discussion forums over the sneak's 7 colorway design. But check them out for yourself. The shoes are available at select Jordan Brand retailers for $175. Hey skaters! We have a revamped classic for you too, if you can get your hands on them. 2012 marks the 20th anniversary of the Vans Half Cab, and the brand is celebrating all year by releasing a reissued design of the classic every month. Last week, Vans teamed up with Supreme to bring us the first installment of its celebration, the limited edition Vans Caballero High Top. This sneak was first released in the 90s for legendary Pro and Bones Brigade member Steve Caballero.
It has since been dubbed the greatest skate shoe of all time. And check the video capturing the amazing craftsmanship of Cab himself. Each of these reissued kicks are hand-cut, duct-taped, and signed. But act fast if you want these babies, because the company is only dropping 20 pairs of each shoe worldwide. Whether you're looking to score on the court or in the shoe collection, you can't lose with these athlete-inspired dunks.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace to you, good sir. Oh, hey, tweets! Tweets right there!
Tweets. You want to read one?
Sure. Griff Moy says, what did the Super Bowl halftime show prove? Question. Real instruments and actual singing for the win!
Yeah, I wish.
It echoes our sentiments. It's
Yeah.
like if you're gonna, it's so pre-recorded and pre-everything. It wasn't like she was actually. At least Skrillex presses play on his own music before doing nothing on stage.
Skrillex?
You know? Yeah. Well, I don't know that he's the DJs. You know, it's like I hit play and I say at
the
least
same.
they move around.
Well, she moved around, just not good.
Yeah, there were probably wires though. There was an extensive scaffolding and
Hey, do me a
rigging
favor.
system. Oh, you
Hold
want to
my
do
foot.
the Madonna kick? Go ahead. Oh! Oh!
Oops.
That's all right.
Hey,
I'm sure.
I pooped my ass.
I'm sure stuff dropped out of Madonna when she was done with that show as well. Just.
All right, that didn't work as well as I hoped it would.
It's okay. It looked better than Madonna's. For that tweet, you're getting a pair of the new Derrick Rose basketball sneakers from Adidas. Look at that.
If you want to be a part of the show and end up on our Twitter, well, tweet us at AOTS or use the hashtag AOTS.
Good sneaker.
It is a very nice sneaker. Still ahead, could you be secretly x-rayed by the cops? I know. We will learn all about virtual frisking in the loop.
And later, comedians Key and Peel will be here live to chat about their new sketch show. Stick around. Stick around.
What happens next?
This biker's about to ride through a puddle. So, what happens next? Does he face plant into the puddle? Does he make it across but run into the cameraman? Or does the bike break mid-puddle? Find out when we return.
What happens next?
This biker's about to ride through a puddle. So, what happens next? Does he face plant into the puddle? Does he make it across but run into the cameraman? Or does the bike break mid-puddle? And that's why puddle crossing is no longer an Olympic event.
Yeah, Madonna! The news never sleeps. You're okay, you did it.
Old.
Yeah, let's give a round of applause, everybody.
News
All right,
never
just
sleeps.
for me.
No, that was the appropriate amount of applause for what I just did. But thanks to a vast quantity of caffeinated beverages, Sarah Underwood doesn't sleep either. No.
That's right, start the feed.
All the news you need to know. Feed.
It's Monday, February 6th, and here are your top stories. One more day, one more indication that Apple is going to release an iTV. Yet another analyst is now saying buy Apple stocks because it's happening. He said Apple is looking to leverage their exclusive content deals to challenge pay TV, and they're likely working on putting together their own YouTube-like video sharing service that will allow iUsers to seamlessly upload and share videos. At the same time, The Verge has a scoop on a Best Buy survey that was meant to gauge consumer reception to a 42-inch, $1,500 Apple-branded TV. And remember, when discussing the prospect of Apple diving deeper into TV, Steve Jobs was quoted saying, "He finally cracked it, folks. I think we know where this is headed." Yay. Remember when the PlayStation Network was hacked last year a bunch of times? Well, now Sony has a solution. Rebrand it. Starting tomorrow, the PlayStation Network will be rolled into the Sony Entertainment Network, formerly known as Curiosity. So after tomorrow's mandatory software update, your PSN account will magically become an SEN account. The functionality will remain the same, as Sony said it's just an attempt to unify their services. In other words, now hackers will only have to break into one network to get all your personal information. Yay! Hey guys. You're never gonna believe this.
What, Sarah?
Another mega corporation wants to get into digital streaming services. Can you believe it? I know. Redbox and Verizon confirmed their partnership today, stating that their subscription-based VOD offering will launch later this year. We still don't know how much it will cost per month, but Redbox's CEO said it will be a single-source service that will unite their thousands of kiosks with on-demand streaming, which means they're ramping up efforts to compete with Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, and whatever Apple has up their sleeve, so good luck with that. There were more than just footballs and middle fingers getting thrown during last night's big game. Yeah, like Samsung's poor attempt to toss mud at Apple fanboys. Again. For their minute-and-a-half-long ad for the half-tablet, half-giant phone dubbed the Note, Samsung thought they'd use the stale 2002 hit A Thing Called Love, perhaps to allude to the even staler stylus technology of their new phone tablets. And you might have also noticed Shazam's big presence during last night's game, which allowed viewers to use their phones to access giveaways, exclusive content, and even donate to charity. Shazam says it's a preview of more TV integration, and they plan on doing similar tie-ins for the Grammy Awards next Sunday. And while it was actually the most watched Super Bowl ever, with 111.3 million total viewers, that's crazy. Listen to this. The biggest winner of last night's game was Twitter. During the last 3 minutes of the game, they logged, read my lips and listen to what I'm saying, 10,000 tweets per second.
Whoa.
Per second! That's a lot of tweets. Cool. Crazy. And finally, you probably caught a glimpse of the new Avengers ad that aired last night. But if you missed the way cooler extended version that was put online over the weekend, don't worry. That's why we're here.
The world has changed. At this point, I doubt anything would surprise me. We are hopelessly outgunned. Mr. Stark? Captain, it's time. I still believe in heroes. The Avengers. That's what we call ourselves. Earth's mightiest heroes type thing. I have an army. We have a Hulk.
Yeah! May 4th is only like 87 days away, but who's counting? I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. Now back over to Kevin.
Oh, right over here. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. So close. So you're walking down the street, right? It happens. People walk still, believe it or not. You're minding your own business, and the whole time the cops are just virtually frisking you. Yeah, prepare to have your privacy invaded. Joining me to help us make sense of it all, technology editor for Time.com, Doug Amos is here, everybody.
Thank you.
Welcome, good sir. Yes, let's dive into this. The NYPD and the Department of Defense are apparently developing virtual frisking technology, which sounds luxurious. It sounds amazing. What is it exactly, and how does it work?
So based on my very limited understanding of how science works, your body emits terahertz waves. So this is basically like a camera system that captures the terahertz waves coming off your body. And terahertz waves can go through your clothes and many things, but they can't go through water or metal. So
right
this
now,
camera would capture...
My body is just beaming out this particular wavelength, and my Prince Albert is deflecting that. So if you were to look at that with a special camera, you would see, oh, okay, he's giving off this signal, sort of like a heat map to the camera, but the metal would be blocking it. So you'd be able to see something in the shape of a gun or in the shape of a barbell and a dragon's head.
That is exactly how it works.
Okay, now that sounds very passive, and I've been told that there are safety concerns like mad, because we've all seen people going through the TSA, arms over your head, let me x-ray you and bombard your body with a whole bunch of radiation stuff. This is different, right? This is passive. This is just reading a signal that your body's giving out.
Yeah, so there's a company in the UK called True Vision, which claims to have the only commercially available system like this that works indoors and outdoors. So, and they have a deal with the U.S. Air Force. So I'm assuming this is probably the same technology that the DoD is using with the New York Police Department. So, and they claim it's completely non-invasive. They can use it on pregnant people. It's the same difference as like a closed circuit camera system. So, and the best part of all too is it does not show off your dangly bits. Your peen cannot be seen.
Oh, well, you put that on the box, and I'm going to buy 3.
The New York Police Department is welcome to use that. I give it to them.
That's great. Well, let's talk about that. How welcome they are to use this system. Is it legal for them to sort of passively frisk everybody? I know that it's not invasive. Potentially, it doesn't cause any harm. But what about the privacy concerns?
I mean, I'm no law expert, but I think they would make the case that this is similar to a closed circuit TV system or any sort of camera system that's in use in the public now, and just by virtue of the fact that you're outside of your house and emitting these terahertz waves into the open, that they can take images of it.
I know I always put on the tinfoil hat in the studio, Doug, but I think, okay, if they can read this passive terahertz radiation that your body's giving off in 5-10 years' time, when they go, oh, it turns out activating a certain area of your brain gives off these signals, we can just read those passively. Is this a slippery slope argument that's valid here, or am I just being flat out insane?
Well, but Kevin, you're putting on your tinfoil hat, and 5 to 10 years from now, we'll all be dead because the world is ending December 21st, 2012.
True. And the tinfoil will block my thoughts from getting out into their camera system.
Exactly. Or just think about things like IPA and unsexy thoughts and nice police people. That's all you got to just think. You got to just completely rewire your brain to think about positive things.
So, Doug, I know the NYPD is currently testing this technology right now at like firing ranges, I think they've announced, throughout New York. But is there any indication as to when this technology will be rolled out, perhaps statewide, nationwide?
I have no idea when they roll it out. They say that the system they're using now is only accurate between 3 and 5 meters, and they want to get it to where it's working to about 80 feet. The system that True Vision has can detect large objects from up to 30 meters away. So that would be the 80 foot mark. But I'm guessing that they want to get the technology working so it's very clear that they're seeing a gun and not something else.
Right, yeah. I'm going to get pulled over for the iPhone pat down sometime very soon, I'm sure of it. Well, Doug, I've read the article. It's fascinating stuff. I hope you keep reporting on it because I think it is a very important issue. It's going to lead to some serious debates in our time. Doug Aamoth from Time, thank you so much for joining us and keeping us in the loop.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you. See you.
Right now, let's go over to Candace and Sarah.
Hey,
Lovely
guess what,
terahertz.
everyone? What?
I'm just complimenting your terahertz.
Thank you.
Guess what, everyone?
What?
There's a new episode of Marvel Anime Blade this Friday at 10 p.m.
This week, Blade travels to a mysterious island full of vampires. Sounds like a great vacation spot.
Right?
Yeah.
Go to g4tv.com/Marvel to learn more.
Stay tuned. Dynamic duo Key and Peele will be here live, you guys. Yeah, live.
The feed is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote. It's time now to charge into battle. A rap battle.
When I roll down the street, brothers all taking knee, honeys dropping their G's, wanting pieces of me, cause I run this whole block with these rhymes and this Glock, make this whole damn hood tick. This my town, I'm the talk, cock of the walk, I'm the boss and the king. Kissing my ass and bitches kissing my ring. What's up? Yeah. Oh, nigga, you know it's true. Yeah.
I'm the leader of the free world.
Still love it. Please welcome Key and Peele, everybody! No, it's their job to give you.
Okay, wait now.
Oh, Madonna kicks.
He's doing it.
Phenomenal.
He's doing it.
That's good. That's good.
A couple of those in there.
Did you sprinkle some dust
I did,
so they could look just like Madonna?
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie. I was worried about her.
We were.
I mean, this was okay.
Yeah, no, she had that
These
down.
were awesome.
Did you
But
see the
then-
assisted cartwheel too?
The assisted cartwheel. The assisted cartwheel
Very
looked terrific.
uncomfortable. And why was she wearing those leg braces? Those huge pointy leg braces.
They weren't for. It wasn't a stylistic choice. They're actual leg braces. She needs them to get around now.
Those were not helping.
What did you guys give her on a scale of 1 to terrifying?
Well,
I give her a 10. Come on, that was
I mean,
amazing.
that
was a complete. It was a spectacle for the eyes.
Right, but I'm talking about what she did.
What she did in particular, not terrifying. No, like a 7, because she still had heels on. I mean, she had heels on, so you get 3 extra points for having heels on.
Oh, that's.
But the whole time just going 53, 53, 53.
Yeah, dude.
53, 53, 53. You're 50. You're 53.
CeeLo whipping out a bottle of Ensure
So
just halfway through. Just recharge, Madge. We got 7 more minutes here in the show.
Yeah.
No, but she could Vogue way better than my grandma.
Yeah. How old's your grandmother?
Oh, it's in her 90s, but 90s, but nowhere near as much.
I have to give her a 10 because I'm from Detroit. And remember, she was from England for like 15 years.
That is true.
And now she's from Michigan again. So it's great.
She's back. She's back.
She's back.
She did it, everybody.
We love her. We love her.
So how black are you guys right now?
About 30%.
I'm tired. So I'm like 19.5% black right now.
I asked because I learned a lot from the premiere, and I know you guys have to adjust the level of
right.
blackness that you're going to exude based off of a particular situation. So 19% here.
19%. Yeah.
Is that a good? I mean, is that a good
Right
thing for
now,
us?
though, but right now I'm at 23. And it's almost imperceptible, but I'm right. I'll raise it throughout the interview.
Yeah, I mean, on this show we could be 1% and be just.
I'd be blacker than everybody else.
I'll be honest, that'd be too ethnic for the studio.
That would be way too.
Really, we would cut to commercial break and people would panic. Congrats on just. I've been told the biggest premiere in Comedy Central.
2 years.
In years, right?
3 years or something.
Insane. How else do they dissect that? Like, you guys did great with 17-year-old tuba players in Wisconsin who are on Twitter.
Right.
How else do they chop up the metrics?
How many YouTube hits do we have from Madonna specifically?
Right.
Watching our thing? Yeah.
Who's tweeting right now about what we said about Madonna right now?
If you guys want to check it, by the way, we can take 10 seconds and you can get the real-time reaction.
But it is crazy. It's like everything is about the internet these days, and that sort of tells them what's going to be good.
Well, we chatted briefly. Like, even the execs were particularly excited. The Obama videos, which are hilarious, by the way. I mean, you're a phenomenal impersonation. Your translations are spot on.
I'm doing okay.
They were so excited that blew up on YouTube before the
show premiere
even hit air.
Because I think it's like Christmas when you get new toys. Because now there's a whole bunch of new metrics that weren't there before.
Right.
And we're experiencing that, being producers and being able to be involved in all that. We're seeing that for the first time. So if there's something to be thrilled about, they'll be thrilled about it.
Right,
and so,
sure.
I mean, between Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and then the hits that come on the Comedy Central channel, it's just like a smorgasbord.
It's hard to get those hits. You know, you can either like hone an impression and like craft this whole satire, or you can put your cat in a bowl of flour.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Have him shoot lasers out of his eyes.
Eyes.
Do a Linda Blair or whatever.
You got to pick your route in the beginning.
Do you guys feel? I mean, because you are essentially competing with the YouTube, like the sketch comedies of the world and whatnot. Some of it pretty high production value.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have to go out of your way to differentiate yourself from that online style of comedy? Is that even into the frame of thought?
I think we even embraced it a little bit. And one of the choices we made along the line was like, we didn't want to put the audience laughter, the laugh track, underneath the actual clips that we were playing. We wanted the audience from watching all this content, they're used to figuring out when to laugh themselves.
Right, we'll figure that out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. And it gives them a sense, almost, it may be subconscious, of it being found material then. So that way they're going, well, there's no laugh track on this. This hasn't been produced. No matter how good it looks, it doesn't feel produced if there's not a laugh track.
Right.
They're like, oh, I found it. I found this piece.
They're going to take that to the extreme next season. It's going to be like, look, guys, no cameras. It's all cell phone.
That's right.
No audio. Just really.
It's funny you say that, because in an early sort of incarnation of it, we were thinking something that would utilize that.
Yeah, we want to do everything, make everything look like it was found, shot on a
really?
cell phone. Yeah, that was an early idea that we had.
And we realized that would look awful.
That is true. That is true. But then you stumbled across a cat and a bowl of flour,
and then
millions of
gold.
hits. Yeah, second season, done.
I'm sure that is heading your way, especially after such a successful premiere. I truly love the show, and I'm a huge fan of your work.
Thanks
so
a lot,
thank you guys
Kevin.
for coming on. Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Still at 25 or so?
I'm at 46 right now.
Guys, we need to go to break. Key and Peele, Comedy Central, Tuesday nights. Please, I got scared. I'm sorry. I haven't dealt with this much. Let's go to Candace. Candace, please.
Stick around. We've got indie games coming up next.
Magic the Gathering is still going strong. And if you've never played or you have your cards in a shoebox, then now is as good a time as any to whip up a deck to play with. Just this past weekend, Wizards of the Coast released Dark Ascension, the newest set in their Innistrad block of cards. This set is filled with zombies, vampires, werewolves, and new planeswalkers. Dark Ascension will continue the interesting new abilities introduced during Innistrad, such as Morbid and the transforming double-sided cards. Check out Huntmaster of the Fells, which deals damage to your opponent and one of their creatures when it transforms into this werewolf. Dark Ascension will also introduce 2 new mechanisms to certain cards. Spells with Fateful Hour will help you to hold on when you're down on life by giving your creatures bonus powers. And the new Undying ability will allow certain creatures to rise from your graveyard more powerful than before. So go online or check your local hobby store for Dark Ascension boxes and packs, now available starting at only $3.99. Tomorrow on Attack of the Show.
Walking Dead star Steven Yeun will join us in studio to discuss scavenging during the zombie apocalypse. Then Chris Gore rates the Transformers trilogy and a trippy comedy, A Very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas. Plus, we'll dive into the new game, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, in Game Break.
It's Attack of the Show tomorrow at 7.
It is time to attack this stuff for your home. Now, if we were to tell you that there's this new awesome must-have gadget, you probably wouldn't think it's a thermostat, right? Well, leave it to the original iPod designers to make home heating sexy. The Nest is an intelligent device from the creators of the original iPod that learns how to heat your home based on your daily habits. Your new wall-mounted Overlord knows what temperature to keep your home and will turn down the heat when it senses you're away. It even has an app that lets you remotely adjust the temperature from just about any device. Super cool. Head over to Nest.com and jumpstart the Skynet takeover for $250. And all that electricity you'll save on heating, you can waste on light fixtures instead. Yay! Bright blinds will help illuminate your house, and you don't even need a real window. Just pick an empty wall in your dark windowless bedroom and voila! Instant window! Made from electroluminescent sheets, these blinds give you all the window light you desire without the bothersome risk of peeping Toms. Right now, they are only available via special order, but the creators are testing the market and hope to have them in mass production soon. Now, fake windows don't make your windowless room any less depressing. You can always just pack up and move into the backyard with a mirror cube. This is my favorite. It's so cool. This camouflage treehouse from the future has an exterior made entirely of reflective glass so that it appears invisible to the human eye. It comes pre-installed with custom-made amenities like lighting, furniture, and even a heated toilet seat, y'all. You can buy your own floating invisible cabin from their website, but since no price is given, you can bet it's more expensive than the treehouse your dad made you.
I wish my dad wasn't that much.
I'm sorry, Kevin.
Thanks for laughing at that.
It's funny. Want something new and unusual to play with? How about some indie games?
Oh.
With football season over, it's time to fill that free time with some video games. And here are 3 cheap titles to help keep your couch warm. First up, slap on an eye patch and pull out your whip. It's time to get your side scroll on with Scary Girl. In this Tim Burton meets Donkey Kong country platformer, you play a scary girl, a young heroine who is attempting to save her forest home and must find an old man haunting her dreams. To find him, you must fight your way through various levels, scale platforms, and crush a legion of enemies blocking your journey. As you jump, swing, and whip your way through the world, you will build up rage, which will allow you to unleash a devastating attack on your foes. You'll also be able to pick up gems, which you can spin to unlock better weapons and new attacks. With its stylish graphics, 2-player co-op, and 21 levels, Scary Girl is a must-have for all you old-school arcaders. So pick it up on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network for 10 bones. But if you prefer puzzles to platforms, then you'll want to put your mind to work with Puddle. The premise is simple. You must control a blob of goo through a maze of flames and traps, while activating switches and leaping over obstacles to find each exit. Use your LNR triggers to tilt your screen left and right, which will move your liquid. But while the controls might be simple, gameplay is not. Stages range from escaping a forest full of fly traps to controlling a blob of nitroglycerin. Move it too fast and kaboom! As you cut through the dozens of levels, you will be awarded gold, silver, and copper ratings based on your speed and how much liquid you have left. If you're up for the challenge, you can soak up Puddle on the PSN and Xbox Live for $10. And finally, if you are a blast from the past kind of gamer, fuel up your helicopter with Choplifter HD. In this revamped flyer, you must pilot your chopper into war zones to rescue stranded survivors, fight past a barrage of enemies, and deliver your passengers to safety. As you advance, each level will require tactical thinking. You will have to move fast as the clock is ticking. You have limited fuel and you are constantly under fire. As you complete each mission, you will unlock new helicopters, some with heavier armor and weapons, while others with increased carrying capacity. With dozens of missions, including a few zombie outbreaks, Choplifter is the perfect game for anyone ready to take to the skies. So load up with Choplifter HD for the PSN and Xbox Live for $15.
Watch the birdie.
Hey, it's 7 long months until football season starts again. So until then, enjoy these hard-hitting indie games.
OMG, those are some great-looking games.
Right?
Really great-looking stuff.
I know. But ladies and gentlemen, we need your help. We want to hear how to celebrate Valentine's Day like a badass.
Oh, there's a badass right there.
Yeah.
That guy. Oh, easy. It's time to get creative so we don't have to. It's really easy.
Give us a call at 805-268-7123, and we will animate the best responses in time for Love Day.
So to be clear, call that number and tell us what you're doing for Valentine's
Yes.
Day. Just do it.
And we will have it animated.
Done.
It's time for today's epic fail.
Oh my God! Did you know that a recent study concluded that cheerleading is actually more dangerous than football? Did you know that, Candace?
Well, I did. I knew
Great.
this. And if you think that's silly, because I hear all of you laughing out there, perhaps this clip will change your mind.
That is a cheerleading classic right there. It's a very, very
That's a cool
specific move.
move.
Yeah, the KTFO. It's hard to. They nailed it.
Who knew that jazz feet was a contact sport? I nailed it too.
We weren't saving this show right from the top. We knew that. Hey, thanks to our guests Key and Peele, Doug Amos from Time Magazine, and Candace Bailey.
What?